Welcome to Level 1 Reddit, where we give you your daily Reddit fix. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss what's popular and trending in Reddit. We're gonna start the show with Today I Learned. Today I learned that James McCormick sold the ADE 651, a fake bomb detector, all over the world, specifically in Iraq, by purchasing novelty golf ball detectors for less than $20 and reselling it for $5,000 each. His scam has cost lives, and the bomb detectors are probably still in use today. So I was looking at this thing and I'm like, are we really, do we not check the validity of these things? I mean, it's just insane. And I Google searched this guy, James McCormick, to see if I can't believe that the military actually fell for this, and I just couldn't believe it. So I Google searched them, and apparently this happened back in 2013. So it says that right down there. James McCormick has been jailed for 10 years for selling fake bomb detectors, and he made over $15 million euros from the sale of more than 7,000 fake devices to countries, including Iraq. And so this guy made 50 million euros and spends 10 years in jail back in 2013. So that means he'll be coming out of jail. He'll be a free man in about 3 years with 50 million euros. I'm not quite sure if he was asked to do restitution to get those money back, to return the money back. But regardless, one thing you cannot get back are people's lives that died because of this asshole that sold fake bomb detectors. Some of the comments down here, it says, I remember seeing these in Baghdad in 2008-2009, and we were wondering what the fuck they were. We even asked them how to use them in us. They were essentially divining rods. They didn't work on half of us, and we all had weapons and ammo on us, and a couple even had explosives. We laughed about it at first, but also thought it was really fucked up that we knew these guys were probably going to get killed because of them. And also, this was a security measure at checkpoints, to embassies, and very secure, important locations. For vehicles, they drove up to the checkpoint. One person would do a quick under check with a mirror, and the other guy would stand there holding the device, then just wave them through. No dogs, didn't open the trunk, nothing. Wow, how about that for security, guys? If I work overseas in an embassy and that's all the checkpoint I'll they'll conduct to provide my safety, I'd be pretty scared working there. So give those guys a lot of props. Another comment. This guy, the guy willingly traded lives for money. Who knows how many people have died due to his pure greed. There are many crimes where heightened emotions, fear, irrational thinking, etc. interfere with your judgment, and I don't think a person should be forever hunted because of that. In this case, it was a purely intentional and informed decision to sell fake bomb detectors to pad his wallet. I don't see why he should ever walk free again, personally. It's true. This guy traded lives, people's lives, for his personal gain, money. And I totally agree with that post. This guy should never be able to walk again. Put him down, man. I mean, people like this are born too smart, but they use their brains for something evil, and I don't think this guy should walk again. Totally agree with that one. On to the next news. This is another one that I had to fact check because I wasn't sure of this story. So the story goes something like this. This is Alec Smith. He died this year at age of 26. because he couldn't afford insulin in America. He made $35,000 a year as a restaurant manager and couldn't afford his $450 a month health insurance with a $7,600 out of pocket deductible. The insulin he needed for diabetes was $1,300 a month. When he turned 26 and was kicked off his mom's insurance, he started rationing his life-saving insulin. He died a month later. All this in the richest country in the world, which is USA. So this sad story apparently happened in 2008, September 2018. And a few things, his name is not Alex Smith, it's actually Alec, A-L-E-C. And he is a 26-year-old man from Minneapolis. And he did have a full-time job, but the full-time job that he had didn't offer life insurance. So, according to the newspaper in Minneapolis, it goes something like this. According to local news reports, Alec Rashawn Smith's lifeless body was found in his apartment on June 27, 2017. Oh, sorry, he died in 2017. 27 days after his coverage under his mother's health insurance policy had lapsed due to his age. The cause of his death was diabetic ketoacidosis. I hope I pronounced that right. A life-threatening complication of diabetes that occurs when a body produces excess blood acids called ketones because it lacks enough insulin. So this guy did everything right, worked a full-time job, but still died because he couldn't afford the insurance because of some technicality bullshit. I worked somewhere before. It was a local government that I worked for before, and I had a coworker, and she was telling me that even though we were full time, we were only getting paid $38,000 a year, $37,000 a year, which was peanuts, by the way. We weren't getting paid that much. We were only getting paid $37,000 a year, and because of that, she couldn't apply for government assistance because apparently she made too much money. She made like $1,500 over. She made $1,500. She was just over that limit by $1,500. Had we gotten paid $1,500 less, she could apply for government assistance. But the way our job worked was they paid just a little bit above the poverty rate, so you wouldn't be able to apply for other government assistance. And she was diabetic. No, she wasn't diabetic, but she was pregnant at the time. And even though she had health insurance, it was hard for her to keep up with her car payment. She had a Corolla, nothing fancy. It was on lease. She didn't even buy it. It was on lease. She had a car payment. She had her apartment. Not to mention she had to travel 45 minutes to and from work, so she had to go get gas, groceries, everything. And our take-home pay at the time was just a little bit over $1,000. So you're thinking $2,000 a week. $2,000 a month. You have to make pay with your rent. I'm guessing the rent probably took half of her money, so $1,000 is out the window already. That leaves her with $1,000 left for the rest of the month. So what does that leave you? That leaves you your groceries, your car payment, which is probably another $300, $400, utility bills, clothing, food, groceries, gas money. I mean, you barely have enough money to go out, let alone pay for your insurance. And this is just one of those things where it's just really sad. And you know, most employers, I don't know if they do that purposely or not. I don't know enough about it, but it was really shitty, I thought. You know, she was single and she was going to become a single mom. got married eventually, but at the time, we didn't know if she was going to get married. All we were thinking about was, oh my God, she's going to become a single mom, and she's not making that much money. She's going to need help. It's just one of those things, guys, that, you know, these are the cards that you're dealt with, and sometimes it sucks. I wish the government would help out more with insurance. It's not just numbers. To them, it's just numbers. It's all about, it's all about numbers. Do you make enough? Do you not make enough? And by the end of it all, guys, it's just numbers. And what they don't know is these numbers have names. This one is Alec Smith. So for the next story, this one says son surprises mother after doing 13 years of prison. It's a quick video. Let's go check it out real quick.
That you are amongst the living. There's no need for sadness, only happiness, Lord. And we thank you for that today. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
She's so ecstatic. I love how the guy in the background, the guy with the Hawaiian shirt, just goes to grab food. But you guys could hear the genuine pain and happiness the mother have for her son as she was hugging him. 13 years is a long time, guys. 13 years is a long ass time. You figured 13 years, that means the son was incarcerated back in 2007. 2007 up until now? Can you imagine things have changed? What did I have in 2007? The original iPhone? And now we're up to iPhone 13, 12, whatever? It's insane. I don't even think they had HDMI cable back in 2007. I think we still had the S-video. We don't even have 4K television back then. Can you imagine waking up one morning or getting out of prison and it's already 2020? From 2007 to 2020. How much has changed? Damn, that's insane, guys. Some of the comments here that I'm going to read to you guys. Man, that sucks so bad. I know this hippie from work who is like 70 years old now. He tries to stay on a good path, but surrounds himself with shitty people and gets thrown back in for 1 year, 2 years, or 4 years, stuff like that. I saw him 2 years ago on a job site. Then I heard from his brother that he was at some drug dealer's house when police broke in serving a warrant. Boom, additional 5 more years. It's true. This one, my brother has done a collective 15 years in prison. Every time he would get out, he would surround himself with the same people and get put right back in. He also has to pay child support, so he would never bother to get a job because almost all the money he made would get taken out from it for child support. It's a rough cycle that unfortunately not a lot of people break free from. Wish this man the best. Last comment. I did 3 months and never got arrested again. One of my friends who was inside with me generally lasted 6 months to a year before he got frustrated with his job, stole a car or broke into a house or did some other dumb shit and got violated straight back. He finally managed to get off paper for the first time in 15 years last year. Then he OD'd 3 months later. It's definitely a shitty cycle. For if you guys don't know, when he said he finally managed to get off paper for the first time in 15 years, that means he's off parole for the first time in 15 years. Then he died 3 months later of an overdose. It is definitely a shitty cycle, but one thing all those comments have in common is that they surround themselves with those bad people. And I believe in criminal reform. I believe a person can be reformed. You guys know I'm a God-fearing man if you guys have listened to my other videos. And I think people like them are tempted. They had a bad day and they chose to make the wrong decisions. What they don't realize is that when making those decisions, there's people out there that still cares about them, friends and family, to name a few, and they don't care about their feelings. Only when they go to jail do they start thinking, "Oh man, I fucked up," because you're in jail now. There's nowhere else for you to go, but out and up. When you're in jail, you are at your lowest point of your life, you know. And the great thing about jail or prison is that when you're down so low, there's nowhere else to go but up. So hopefully this man will, start making the right decisions, and hopefully he'll break out of the cycle if he's ever in that cycle. So guys, that's all the video we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys today. Thank you for watching Level 1 Reddit. Please subscribe if you like this content. New videos are out daily, usually around Monday through Friday around 5 a.m. And remember, until I come up with a better slogan, you are beautiful. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.